Hello everybody, Skyrim here, back again with another Diablo Immortal video. Alright, jumping right into it, the patch notes are of course now finally live. Blizzard dragging their feet per usual in the translations and whatnot. The Chinese notes from NetEase were already up, so I had to wait a bit before doing this, but here we are. Let's go ahead and get into it. A couple things to mention here. It's not just going to be about the patch notes. There's a new NetEase game on the horizon this week being released. We'll discuss that. I'll show that at the end. And also, let's cover this really quickly. The events that are wrapping up, I've already covered these in a previous video, but I want to make note of this. Survivor's Bane did reset yet another time like I thought it was going to, as I said in the other video, of course, with tips on how to complete this quickly. So check that out, of course. But yeah, do this again. Get all your extra battle pass points really quickly. These will add up significantly and continue to, especially at the start of the week. You'll be able to gain some early levels now since we have the server paragon increase, so this should definitely help out with that as well. So Survivor's Bane reset yet again. Capitalize on it before it ends. But the funny thing is, and I want to make note of this, let's go ahead and get into the Blizzard notes. I usually do a side-by-side comparison. There are only a couple things on both sides of the fence here that are different from each other, and I will make note of that. We'll go through the Blizzard notes first, cover what they have, and then I will cover the things that they missed after with the NetEase notes, okay? So here we go. Speaking of Survivor's Bane, we will be getting that yet again as soon as we get the new update on the 12th, which is crazy. Because it's probably going to be in the new monthly event center of activities and rotation, so it will be in there as opposed to the separate side item that we had. So rejoice, we're getting Survivor's Bane for a bit longer now than what we've already had. So take that for what you will. New battle pass won't be in effect until about another week or so from now. We got about 9 more days on our current one, so don't worry about that as far as claiming everything and loot, or if you forget to claim and loot, you won't lose anything. So just claim your stuff for your battle pass like however you prefer, like normal, and move on. There's a quick little concept art look at, of course, what the battle pass skins will be this time around. Will always be hit or miss, will always be points of contention. It's just obviously player personal preference as always. So there you go. And moving on, this part here, wild monsters join the fray. A little bit of a change of mechanic in the open world as far as how some mobs may react to you while you're going around just, laying waste to everything. It's nice. We're just gonna have to wait and see how this is gonna go when it is implemented into the game itself. It sounds textually kind of a little weird here, but let's go ahead and read a quick snippet. When fighting in wild zones, nearby monsters may detect the fighting and join in. So kind of like terror rifts in a sense, where you're already engaged with a mob pack, and then the other ones on the outside edges will make their way to you, which is good. Because then that way you don't have to go as far to track all these things down all the time. But we'll have to see how this plays out in practice once we actually get it in game, right? So that is that. The sound, and then here, if they notice your struggle and rise to quell the unknown presence, which is an interesting, again, text reason usage here. A horn will sound, which alerts you to their presence. So, I don't know. Is it the horn of Isengard? Or things of that nature? That'd be very interesting if we hear that. I'm curious to see what this is going to play out to be. Let's just put it that way and move on. Winds of Fortune coming back around. Plan accordingly, of course. All right. It's going to happen after the update in the later part of the week. So we got plenty of time to knock it out through the weekend. Usually is best. Sunday into Monday, a lot of people still activate the 24-hour real-time buff. Then I still will remain doing my usual. I will skip the 2 days of party buff or party normal gem activities for 2 days prior to activation of this, and try to do it in the middle of the day. So that way it also carries over to the next day for your normal party gems. It does not, again, of course, affect the weekly normal gem count. It just makes them drop double fast, okay? So you'll get them that much quicker, so plan that accordingly to however works best for you. But you will maximize your normal gems with this buff, and that's pretty much the biggest advantage to this whenever we get this. Again, example and how this works, if you don't already know, this is for newer players, of course, that might be seeing this. The normal party gems that you get in a buff, you will get your 12 unbound gems. They will drop twice as fast, but do not stop until you see the maximized amount gained in the little description underneath your avatar. Keep going, because they will drop and you'll get 12 and be like, oh, I already got my 12. No, keep going. Keep going until it says you have the maximum amount of gems for the day whenever you activate the Winds of Fortune, because, yeah, they drop twice as fast. And then the whole point of skipping 2 days worth is the 3-day catch-up mechanic. The 2 days that you skipped will be now bound gems, and they will be, you will have 24, of which that will be doubled to 48. So yeah, that's the best advantage there. And also, if you activate this buff in the middle of the day into the next, so it carries over, you will knock out your normal party gems the following day for your 12 unbound, and then you will have an additional 12 gems on top of that too. So there you go. That is that. Moving on. And then, of course, this is where all the other areas that will affect certain things. You'll get legendaries to drop twice as much, and various activities here listed. It's nice. It's an extra added bonus, but basically Winds of Fortune is all about your normal gems increasing, for that matter, to help your secondaries. Which I find funny. In the Blizzard notes, they decided to use the Winds of Fortune image twice. I don't know why, and I wanted to at least make note of that. Look at this. Winds of Fortune Gust. That's the usual image for Winds of Fortune that we've come to know, and for whatever reason, they just threw it down here for the Bout of the Realms that's still ongoing. So good luck again to all of those that you are competing in this, and good luck still filtering through the heal bugs and other things of that nature that I don't think they've actually fully addressed yet. So it is what it is. But still, ultimately, it will be the Bout of the Whales and the account sharers and pilots and so on and so forth at the end of the day. It is what it is. Okay, here we go. Indulge in the Hedonist Feast. This is the new event center that we will be getting, and here it is. Here's Survivor's Bane returning yet again for the new event center that will be taking effect after the 12th. So there we go. Survivor's Bane is hanging around for a bit more. And we have to now do it for the monthly event center tally. So that's what that one is. And then the usual rotation of all the standard fare events. Conqueror, Trial of Horde, Fractured Plane coming back around yet again for this. And then the ultimate listing of everything in the event center monthly run of things per usual. And what should we get for rewards. And then that's where Blizzard ends on their stuff, of course. So, bug fixes. Aha! Funny. Now, we're moving on to the NetEase notes for the stuff that they had left out. Alright, touching on this one very, very quickly here. This one, the Double Crown return. Now, this is all Google translated, of course. We are now on the NetEase side of things in the notes. This one has a different event period from anything else that I saw listed in the Blizzard patch notes. So I am very, very curious what this might be. We might not even see it. I'm not entirely sure what this even is. So take this with a grain of salt. Alright, so the mysterious castle is about to reappear. Defeat the monsters on the designated date to obtain rewards and uncover the boss behind the castle. Sounds cool. No idea what this could be, or again, if we might even be getting this on global at all. So it is what it is. I honestly hope to see this, whatever it might be. Maybe this will be a surprise. Speaking of surprises, we will more than likely also, after the patch goes live, either Thursday or Friday, I do believe we will be getting a Mirror Jewel event kicking back in again. We are due. We are due as far as that goes on global. Which leads me into this next part here. We're getting the standard, well, we're reverting back after the Haunt Coil gem banner is going away. We are going back to the other one that we had previously, which is we have an increased chance of selecting 1 5-star, 1 2-star out of a list to increase their chances of dropping. So we get to go back to that gem banner after the other one ends here when the patch goes live. So that is the other thing that was left out in the patch notes as far as Blizzard's end goes. Nothing too overly major there, and that's pretty much it as far as what's different between the two sides this go around. So now we're going to move on to what I said at the start of the video. Just want to touch light on this one quick. And speaking of light, if we wondered why a lot of stuff from Immortal has been lighter than usual for quite some time, well, NetEase has multiple projects that they are in their mobile gaming machine. They're just constantly spitting out things, good or bad, along the way. Of course, Destiny Rising being mentioned here again as one of the more recent ones, and now this one as well. This one is called Where Winds Meet. It's going to be on all platforms. This is just no promotional thing here. This is just something that I happened to find recently and catch literal wind of. Haha. But this is yet another game that is, well, they're the producers of it, not the actual developers. The developers here, let's go ahead and look at the Steam page here for more detail. Let me put it on an image. There we go. Okay, so yep, there it is. It is done by Everstone Studio, but the publisher in this case, of course, is NetEase, so they have their hooks into pretty much everything that they can. And that's just how it goes. That's just how it is. That's how it always will be, as far as they're concerned. Again, mobile gaming machine. This one is available on all platforms, mobile and PC and console. It is an MMO RPG, which you are. It starts out as a single player. It's very, very deceptive in that, but yet they said it's an open world MMO thing. But there is cross. There is as listed on the Steam page here. They do have single player, online PvP, online co-op, cross-platform multiplayer. Is all the things listed here. So it's going to be released on the 14th. So take that for what you will. If there's any interest in it, I just thought I'd drop this in here as a little side note at the very end of things. But again, like I said, it also leads into, why certain things are lighter in Immortal, because, well, NetEase has moved on to various other projects very, very rapidly. And then we are left at whatever Blizzard decides to do still with everything. And we know how that can be. Haha. Well, anyway, let me know what you think about everything discussed here in the comments down below. As per usual, help out the algorithm, or fight against the YouTube algorithm, help support the channel. I appreciate every single one of you, as always, for your time and your comments and so on and so forth. So, as always, stay safe out there in the real world on fire. Take care of yourselves as best you can, one day at a time. It's all we can do. It's the best we can do for sure, believe me on that. Until next time, see ya.